Hi there. In this tutorial, we will go over the process of submitting a payment to the vendor AP invoice and then checking how it reflects in a really important report for vendor invoices called Vendor Account Aging Report. Note that we will use an almost empty vendor account with an already created invoice. This will allow us to better demonstrate the features in the report. We're starting this tutorial in the vendor module after selecting our vendor. To start with, we will check the invoice details. To do that, go over to the AP tab and click the Invoices button. Here we are seeing the details of the invoice. The cost of the invoice is $1,000. We will now go over to the Report module to check how it looks on a Vendor Account Aging report. Tag in to see how we access this report. Once we open the report, we will need to press the Refresh Report button to see the needed information. Now, we locate the vendor we need in the table and can see in the current tab that we owe them $1,000 as per invoice. Note that if the vendor had multiple invoices created throughout a couple of months, its amounts will be spread across all of the columns based on the invoice's configured payment terms. You can see our video on how to create invoices and setting the terms. To know what is the total amount we owe to the vendor, you can check the value in the inventory balance column. In this demo, it is also $1,000 since we didn't create any extra invoices beforehand. Now we will go back to the Vendors module to make a payment and apply to the invoice. Note that once in the AP tab, we will go to the Payments and Credits tab inside to make a payment. To add it, press the Add Payment button. In the Open dialog, you will need to enter which journal account you want to credit. In this case, we will credit the accounts payable. Note that we will create a payment for $500 as an example. You can also add descriptions of the payments, but those fields aren't mandatory. Once you are happy with your inputs, press OK to add the payment. We can now see the payment in the grid. Note that there is a column called Unapplied Amount, and we can see that the system tells us that we have money to allocate to some of our invoices. In order to do that, press the Apply Payment button. In the Open section, you can distribute the payment among any outstanding invoices. In this example, we only have one invoice. You can either apply the amounts manually by populating the Apply Amount column or press the Auto Apply button, so the system automatically allocates the available funds. Note that the Auto Apply function will apply payments to the older invoices first. In this demo, we will manually apply a $500 payment to the invoice we created. Press the Save and Close button once finished. Note that the unapplied amount is now 0, which means that we successfully allocated the funds. Now, we're going back to the report we saw earlier to see how things changed. After running the report once again, we can see that the inventory balance changed to $500 since this is what we now owe to the vendor. Note that the unapplied amount is still 0 since we applied all of the funds from the payment we made. You can use this report at the end of each month to see how much money is owed to the vendors and if you need to apply any payments. That's it for this tutorial on report usage and payment help. Thanks for watching.